I do have another one that I want to bring your attention to, which is Mastercard and Visa just pressuring Valve, the Steam people, to get rid of adult content, adult games on Steam client because they're upset, and apparently it doesn't sit well with their policies and all that. That is something. This is their this is the article. Valve confirms credit card companies pressured it into delist certain adult games from Steam. So, yeah. Oh, hi Divine Tom. Yeah, thank you, mate. We'll definitely check it out. Welcome to my Twitch stream. This is the first one I'm doing with gaming news and all that. I have been doing some COD streams and stuff that I thought I want to switch it up and do gaming news and reaction stuff like that, which I love doing. I do that on my main YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen that, please go and check it out. Yeah, as I was saying, this is an interesting piece of news because you'd think that things like this happen because, our gaming companies, they have their own issues. But then to hear that, Mastercard and Visa is pressuring Steam to delist games and censor these games because they're upset, which makes no sense. And it makes you think how much power these companies actually have over even giants like Steam. Steam doesn't have to care, but they're pressured into this, which is kind of ridiculous, right? Like I said, giant corporations acting like babies is the theme this week. It says it's Mastercard's world, we just live in it. I mean, dystopian as it sounds, yeah, I think so. That's my understanding based on a recent communique with from Valve to PC Gamer, which confirmed that, yep, the company sure did recently remove a whole spate of adult games from its storefront because it made payment processors upset. I mean, come on. Like what? How does that even make it make sense for me? Make it make sense. We were recently notified that certain games on Steam may violate the rules and standards set forth by our payment processors and their related card networks and banks. It said, so even banks are upset that people want to play adult games? Like what? As a result, we are retiring those games from being sold on the Steam store. Valve's reaching out to devs impacted by the change and issuing app credits should they have another game they like to distribute on Steam in the future. Just so you know, so long as those games get the seal of approval from Valve's payment processors, I suppose. I mean, it is as ridiculous as it sounds. I mean, this is not something that's been dictated by the gaming company itself. They're having to make these bizarre decisions about what games consumers are allowed to pay and what games they're not allowed to play because of their payment processes. Like Mastercard and Visa deciding what you're going to play next, which is absolutely kind of terrifying, to be honest, that it's been allowed. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is something that's that should be regulated by the industry, like the gaming companies, rather than having payment processes and banks having to have a say about these kind of matters? Like, this is something that directly speaks to the the basic human rights of being able to have access to content that you want, legal content. These games are not illegal. They are very much legal content that you have the right to access as a gamer or anyone who would like to play those type of games. And censoring them out of a platform because payment clients are not happy or upset about it is downright ridiculous to me. At least it makes no freaking sense. And so it says Valve explicitly said that it was removing the offending games because the loss of payment methods would prevent customers from being able to purchase other titles and content on Steam. It seems quite clear to me from those kind of statements that Valve's chafing a little under payment processor tyranny, but I suspect even Steam can't really go toe-to-toe with the likes of Visa and Mastercard. Valve didn't say which games specifically have been yoinked off Steam as a result of the credit card companies throwing their weight around, but I don't think it takes Pyro to put this one together. As we noted in our original piece on Steam's new rule forbidding content that might upset its payment processes, the appearance of the new regulation in Steam's documentation coincided with the sudden disappearance of a bunch of adult games with a theme of keeping it in the family. There are some games that still have that focus on Steam storefront, so I suppose we can't say for certain that it's what raised processors hackles, but I think it's a safe bet anyway. Yeah, so it's a bizarre piece of news, and I don't think this makes any sort of sense, and this should continue to be allowed. I think this is why, I'm looking at a Polygon article, sorry guys, but I thought it was interesting. Visa and Mastercard are getting overwhelmed by gamer fury over censorship. Censorship is already a huge issue within the gaming industry. I have so many times I have talked about the whole Stop Killing Games movement, which has been sprung out by the fact that game publishers have been delisting games that they just don't want to keep around, starting with The Crew from Ubisoft and numerous other games that just got delisted, and now even EA is jumping on that, delisting their games like the Anthem and all that, which is crazy to me. So these things are happening, and people losing access to the games that they love, regardless whether they're shitty games or not. It doesn't matter. There's still games that came out. It's part of gaming history, and people losing access to it simply because publishers don't want to keep them around. This isn't already a sensitive point for a lot of the gamers who are passionate about game preservation and having access to games that they want to play. And amidst that, this level of censorship, I can't speak. This level of censorship coming from random companies like payment processors is downright bizarre and ridiculous. And I think it should be questioned, it should be investigated, it should be regulated, because payment processes don't mind their own freaking business, dude. Like, they are a finance company who's doing their payment processing, whatever. They're a payment client. That's what they are. You just provide a means to pay. That's it. Why do you go about, dictating what Steam's doing? That's not your business. It shouldn't be. So it's so weird that this is happening, dude. It's so weird. It makes no freaking sense. No freaking sense. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think? What do you think about this whole situation with Visa and Mastercard and butting in? Let me know if you think that's something that they should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I would love to know your take on this.